which seems to be a good indicator that his injury has recovered well after taking the past 4 games off. Before that, LeBron had missed 6 weeks due to the ankle sprain and has already told reporters that his body will never get back to 100% for the rest of his career. So, Shannon, how close will he be to 100% tonight?
Well, Skip, I think if he can be somewhat around 80, 90%, Skip, and don't re-injure the ankle, I think that's going to be the biggest thing moving forward, not to have any setbacks. He came back and he realized that, you know, he thought he could tolerate the pain, but the pain was more than he could handle. He's like, nah, I might need some more time. And it was reported that, you know, close to the team, close to LeBron, said Sunday he looked like him. So he had some bounce. He said he was able to cut, hard cut, plant, do the things that he was normally doing, and it seemed that he wasn't grimacing after he did those things. So they felt really, really comfortable that he was going to be able to come back and be some resemblance of the LeBron that we saw pre-injury. Now, the biggest thing is, Skip, is that we'll see practice is one thing. Playing in game and ramping up that level of intensity is something entirely different. So we'll see how he feels after this game. There's a good chance he's probably not going to play against the Rockets on Tuesday night. Tonight's Tuesday, on Wednesday night, because they got back-to-backs. So let's see how he comes out after this game. But I love hearing that he was able to cut, he was able to bounce. He had some bounce in his step, had some giddy up and go. So that get up and go with AD doing what he does. Storm might have been delayed. The meteorologist got the forecast wrong.
Oh,
they said the storm was going to happen a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, they misdiagnosed it. She slowed down. Isabella slowed down, but she picking back up steam again.
The goat storm?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I thought the goat was the meteorologist who predicted the storm's coming.
He was, Skip. They wrong all the time.
Oh, so he was wrong.
He mistimed it. The storm, Skip, you know, we thought the storm, it took a turn. But it's headed back this way again. It took a turn. You heard it. You know storms, sometimes they do that. They're going to make landfall at this time. They make a turn and they hit the landfall somewhere else. But they're coming.
Okay. So allow me to say, welcome back, LeBron.
There you go. See?
We missed you. And yet, per the ESPN report yesterday, his elevation was all the way back in practice. They had some little scrimmage that went up and down. His explosion, according to ESPN, was all the way back. So I got to say, he's real close to 100%. And I got to say, that means you get 0 excuses. 0.
Skip, I told you, I believe he's back 85%, maybe even 90%. As long as we don't have any setbacks, it doesn't matter. We're probably going to have to be in the play-in tournament. But we're going to be, hey, makes it even sweeter that we go from the play-in, the knock-off to 1, to 2, to 3, and then come up there and handle what we need to handle and be the champ. And then it'd be over.
The Warriors handled Utah last night.
Yeah, that ain't us.
I don't know.
That's not us. I mean, they did no Mike Conley and Donovan Mitchell.
I know.
Not to diminish, because Steph Curry.
That's fair. I got it.
Steph Curry was.
Steph missed the late-game shot to win it, and then he made the late-game shot.
You can't give him 2 cracks.
You can't give him 2, and he made the second one. Good for him. Okay, so this means that LeBron is back, and yet I don't know what took him so long. And when it comes to injuries, I don't know. I'm going to knock on wood because I don't even like to talk about them, but it's still the strange case of LeBron James to me, because that long ago Saturday afternoon, Solomon Hill, the Atlanta Hawks, we saw last night against Russ, and Solomon Hill fell into LeBron's leg. I didn't think it was that serious. He was writhing in pain for a while, but if we could just remind everybody of what happened just after he got up. This is him on the next possession. That's the
actual play.
Yeah, okay, so he's down, and then here he comes, and he's in the corner, and he makes a 3 on that bad ankle, and he trots up the floor, and he looked okay.
I see.
Okay, he's favoring a bit, but not that much, and he walked off the floor and walked to the locker room on his own volition, where he said, I don't like it, I can't go.
Right.
And he opted to go to the locker room, but he did not need any support. He didn't need anybody under each arm to help him walk. He obviously didn't need a crutch. He walked to the locker room, and then he was gone for, I lost track of how long, until he came back for the Sacramento game.
Basically, he's going to end up missing 7 weeks. He missed 6, came back for a couple of games, missed another week.
I felt like, you disagreed, but I felt like against Sacramento and Toronto at home, his pride was as injured as his ankle because he had the last-second shot against Sacramento, and he missed it, and then he just didn't have a good game against Toronto, and they lost both games. And then all of a sudden, he's gone again for a little while. And that's fine because the beauty of this is you do have a fully rested LeBron James for the stretch run. Unfortunately, you have probably fallen in, as you suggest, to the play-in. I don't know, miracles could happen.
Right.
But you do have him at full strength as far as being reinvigorated for the stretch run. Because there was a point, maybe a third of the way into the season, he had led the league in minutes. And I was saying, that's a death-defying pace right there. That's crazy.
I would rather have him leading the league in minutes and be 100% healthy as opposed to be you think he's fully rested and still somewhat 85, 90%. Give me 100% LeBron with all the minutes, and I'm good.
Okay, well, you're talking about the storm is coming, so I think your 85, 90 ought to be more 95 to 100.
No. We 85, 90. We peak it.
Okay.
We run it. We do it round. We do this in rounds, Skip. You know how they run? You know how they 100 meters in the Olympics? You run rounds.
Okay.
And what you want to do is to make you keep peaking as you go further and further.
Okay. And yet, I'm going to remind everybody, these are not last year's Lakers. This is a very different and very new team.
Better.
Really? So Dwight Howard, JaVale gone. Better? You've upgraded there with Gasol and Big Penguin? Really?
You watch. You see, you keep on underestimating what drum's value.
Well, you're beating the drum for drum. I'm not.
That's all right. That's okay.
I saw him miss a 1-foot layup.
Okay, Skip, he missed the layup. He's not the first guy. Hold up. Patrick Ewing missed the layup that would have put him in the NBA Finals, now didn't he? So is Patrick Ewing better than Drum?
Well, is he better than Patrick Ewing is the better question. That's what you're suggesting.
Ain't nobody suggested that, Skip.
Jeannie Buss suggested he's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
No, she did not.
She did.
All we need him to do is just keep on getting on them offensive glass. Give us the second, third cracks at buckets.
Okay.
We're going to be just fine. We got to keep him out of foul trouble. But that's also lit a fire up under Marc Gasol because we've seen Marc Gasol over the last week, especially when he got a couple of them DMPs. We see he done picked up his pace, playing defense, making shots, pass facilitating. Now that's the Marc Gasol that we expected to see that was lunching because he got comfortable. We'll see if Big Drum lit that fire up, but the thing hot.
Really?
Yeah, we lit a fire up.
And the odd man out has been the sixth man of the year, Montrez, and I don't know, he got to play the other night. He played very well. Played 4 or 6 shots.
You remember the last time they played the Phoenix Suns? DeAndre Ayton dominated them. Now, guess what happened? AD ate his lunch. Big Drum kept him off the glass.
That's true.
Look, DeAndre Ayton, did anybody mention his name? No. Oh, D.A. He ain't heard nothing about the D.A.
I will give you that. AD outplayed him.
Yeah.
For the last week, I'm going to give you this. Anthony Davis has been the best player in basketball for the last 1 week. Can he stay healthy? I don't know. I'm going to knock on wood again because he's got something every other play. It's like he's grabbing at something in his calf. He's cramping. He's pulling. Something's wrong.
The thing is this year, Skip, if you look at the top teams, all of their big guns have missed significant time. You go to Clippers and you look at Kawhi and Paul George have missed time. You look at the Sixers and Embiid and Simmons have missed time. You go to the Nets. The Milwaukee, Holiday was in protocol. Giannis has missed time. The Lakers, the only guy that hasn't missed any time is Jokic. But his sidekick, Murray, is gone for the season. Everybody else has missed a substantial amount of time. So help. You're going to have to be able to weather the injury storm. And whomever does that better, that's the team that's going to probably win the title.
So LeBron has very few reps with the Big Penguin. LeBron doesn't have enough reps with the whole new rotation.
Right.
So this is going to be very different than last year when they were all forced to take time off because of the pandemic, but at least they knew each other.
Right.
At least they had some rhythm. Now you do not have Rondo. Rondo is now the quarterback of the Clippers as he emerges.
Right.
He's not starting right now, but he will start, I believe, or at least play high minutes in the playoffs.
Right.
And the point is, you went Schroeder for Rondo, and it's an upgrade on pure talent and scorability. There's no doubt about that.
But I think the thing is, Skip, what they wanted, Rondo wanted to get paid. He wanted multiple years, and the Lakers weren't going to be able to go do that. And I don't fault Rondo for that because as you start to get older, Skip, if somebody's going to give me a 2-year deal, and somebody's offering me a 1-year deal, and both are guaranteed, I'm going to the 2-year. I'm going to go get the
No, but
guaranteed
he got
money.
his cake and eat it too,
Right.
because he got his money and he came back to the Clippers.
Right. But he didn't know that. He didn't know that at the beginning of the season.
Well,
it was
we
a
don't
situation.
know about that. Maybe somebody whispered that in his ear.
Atlanta went to him and said, "Hey, you got this offer on the table. Would you like to go to the Clippers?" They did him a solid. Say they put him back in LA. He's familiar with LA, but he's just on a different team. But who go? Oh, he ain't gonna play. He'll play against the Rockets because he don't.